This week in our immunohematology course, we are covering the Rh blood group system. And in taking 1 minute to talk about the Rh blood group system, it's almost impossible. You'll find this to be a very frustrating chapter. It's difficult to understand the genetic patterns, but this chapter also lays the groundwork for how we're going to look at the additional blood group systems that are important to immunohematology. So bear with the information this week, work through it, and you will be rewarded later. What I'm going to focus on this week is not giving you so much an overview, but a good approach on how to look at the information that you're going to be covering this week. As you'll see when you start reading the chapter, there are 3 different inheritance theories for the Rh blood group system. You do need to have an understanding of each of the 3 theories because you might be presented with a question in the format that corresponds to any of the 3 theories. So it's a good idea to just learn this now. It also helps you understand the inheritance of the Rh blood group system, especially if you look at the Fisher-Race theory and the Wiener theory. And that's how the information is presented within the lecture and within the textbook. Another important piece of information to start working on this week and subsequent weeks are the major antigens of the systems that we're looking at, as well as the frequencies. You do need to have some idea of the antigen frequencies and how ethnicity affects the frequencies of the different antigens. I know that wasn't much of an overview of any of the information, but there's simply just too much to cover in 1 minute. What I am going to direct you to do is definitely use both the chapter and the lecture provided to you in the course content for this week. The lecture has you look at the information a little bit differently than the chapter does. And also, this is a good week to start focusing on the graphic organizer that's provided for you in the course content. We're going to be building on this graphic organizer from this week forward, putting the information from all of the blood group systems into this table so that it helps you understand the similarities and differences between all of the blood group systems. The objectives for this week correspond to this graphic organizer, so start using this, and if something doesn't make sense, start asking questions now, because things will only get confusing if you don't have a good basis. This week starts the basis for how we look at all of the rest of the blood group antigen systems, so make this week a good one. Have fun.